So back. I'm once again late, and I did not have time really to adjust the new setup. I guess I could have waited till 7. So you're going to see me do some adjusting live, probably. First thing I'm going to do is... Oh, I'm rotated! Holy shit! I'm real! Okay, and then... Yeah, baby. Yeah. I could increase my scale a bit. Oh. Yeah, that's me. Also, the music feels a bit loud for me. So maybe I just... Yeah, there we go. Alright. Excellent. Yeah, so I've got, like, application stuff. Oh! Yo, what's up? Hi! We're taking a little break from our 48-hour challenge here because I have applications due. So I have to write a lot of personal essays. And I was like, I could still stream today. I just wouldn't be able to stream the essays I'm writing. So it's a just chatting stream today. Yeah. And I have this little cat guy here in the bottom right. Because, again, I didn't have time to, like, adjust the layout super heavy. So, yeah. Also, he's finally not diagonal today. Today he's, straight up horizontal. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. I gotta get my laptop and my charger and get cracking on it. But I'm pretty excited to be done with everything at the very least. Yeah. This also kind of functions as like an ask me anything, because like really I can talk about whatever. You know, I'm not super set on today's what today's stream is gonna be. But I was doing a little more looking into the vocal synthesizer for Minecraft, and the more I look into it, the more plausible it seems. I just have to do a Fourier transform on whatever I want to reproduce in Minecraft across the same time scale. And it should be workable. At least in theory, I would imagine. I'm gonna try it with like a basic, just like single vowel, and see if it reproduces like what I put in. I also have to see the range that it can go up to, because the blocks only go up to like certain ranges. So I'll have to see if it can do what I need it to do. However, it's very promising. First stream for that is on Saturday. Woo! Yeah, and due to upcoming deadlines, I might have to cancel the Thursday stream, but we'll see. And yeah. You'll you'll be there? Hell yeah. If you want, I can actually real quick open MS Paint and see if we can get that cooking. Just to briefly explain sort of the idea behind what I'm thinking. Up to you, though. I think you're the only one in here right now. Sure, okay, yeah. Let me open Paint, and I'll give you a brief rundown. Yeah, that's MS Paint. And then, since this is the just Chillin tab, I don't need Live Split in this tab. So actually, instead of changing Live Split, I'll just go here, Properties. It doesn't need to be cropped. MS Paint, Capture Method Automatic. Sure, okay. So, here's the idea, right? You have some wave, right? Oh, shit. So you have some axis on which the wave is given to be, right? And you have some... Oh, shit. some real funky looking, like, fucked up kind of wave, right? Woo! Some shit, right? Whatever. Basically, the idea is that this is made up of a sum of some function dependent on t. It's an infinite sum, so you can represent it as an integral. But the idea is that you have, in our case, it's a sum because we only have so many like notes to work over, and it's 1 over delta t. For up to like t nodes, right? And then you have some g of t e to the 2 pi I f of t. Or not f of t, sorry. Just f. It might be a function of time on the frequency, but to the 2 pi f. Oh my god, wait, I covered my own face with it. I'm so silly for that. Okay. Wait, let me actually explain this better, because I'm doing a pretty ass job here. You basically have, imagine like a clean, oh shit. Imagine like a clean wave, right? Like just a clean, normal sine wave. I can't draw very well, so that's the best you're getting, right? This sine wave, right? If you actually, and I don't know how Fourier figured this out. This shit is fucking nuts. But basically, you can imagine if you have a circle, right? And you try to visualize the sine wave in a frequency across this circle, you might get something that looks like this, you know? You might get something that looks like all fucked up, you know? But like it's like consistent. But the most interesting shape you apparently get is a limicone that looks like this, right? Where everything is rightward skewed. Very, very far. So you see these peaks at certain frequencies when you do this. So if you have large peaks on one of these graphs that represent the Fourier transform, right? You'll see something that looks like this, right? You'll have little oscillations around 0, then you'll have a sudden spike, little oscillations around 0, and then another spike. You get it. You get the idea. So the basic idea is we can use this to decompose speech, right, into different functions. So we have to do two things. We have to make sure that a note in Minecraft can be held. I think we do this by single ticking the note block, or if possible, if there's a way to half tick, by half ticking a note block, to create the illusion of a note being held, right? So that's one idea. I need to learn so I have a friend who is also in physics, but he's a pretty good linguist, right? And one thing, I'm gonna lock in after I say this because I do have to finish stuff. But one thing that he mentioned to me was that if you have if you have vowels and consonants and stuff, there is a frequency dependence that relates to the peak frequency and like the lowest frequency, and then there's the center, right? Because I was asking him, I was like, hey, if I for example, I'm like Daisy, Daisy, right? If I sing, you can sing at different notes, right? But you still get the sound quality moving through. So it's apparently the variations, I think, in the frequency that are what cause... Yeah, give me your answer, do... By the way, that's the first song we're gonna program onto the machine. Gotta be lore accurate, you know? Yeah. So the basic idea is that you have some variations that you can map out, and then you can assign them to different pitches. So we're going to hope that we have enough range with our note blocks to create a full-on vocal synthesizer. We should, right? Because we have a whole octave. 2 octaves, actually. So I'm pretty hopeful about it. I've still got to go through the effort of actually making not only the first like test of the synthesis, right? Just like a single sentence. But then I have to go through the process of programming it like the IBM 7094 and figuring out how to make it sing. But it will sing Daisy Bell. Mark my words, it'll sing Daisy Bell. For sure. Sure, it'll work out. I'm hopeful. I can't guarantee it works out, because it works out in theory. There are a couple of issues we could run into, though. Issue number 1 is just natural limitations of note blocks. It's entirely possible that to have a larger range of speech, you need to have more pitches available to you, right? Because it's like, speech is kind of like a deviation in pitch. So it's possible that we might have limitations on the words that are clear. Like, if you watch Mark Rober's video about the piano and making Rush E be played on a real piano, the piano speaks, but part of its speech is illusion, right? Because it simply doesn't have the full range that it needs to say certain words clearly, right? So it's possible that we run into that same problem here, but best case scenario, hopefully ours is allowed to have a bit more, like, depth to it. But if not, we'll still have something that speaks. It'll just sound less clear. Kind of like someone speaking through a cup from 2 feet away. You know? Yeah. There's some cool tricks that I'm gonna end up using, though. Oh, and right now, I'm writing, like, So, like, one of the schools I'm applying to, because I said this last stream, so it's not really information that I haven't given away already, is the University of Chicago. And they format their applications a little different. Instead of separating the personal and academic statement, they're meshed together into something called a candidate statement. And I'm very nervous to write this candidate statement. Because the requirements this year for a candidate statement are literally just that you need... Okay. It wants you to write about times where you demonstrated initiative, right? Which, I have a few, although I can't lie. Most of my initiative is just, I wonder if this would work, and then I do a thing. You know? And most of the time the answer is no. This time is promising, but most of the time the answer is, this does not work. I see. Or it does work, but it's already been done. This is like the first super niche thing. Okay, yeah. I appreciate that. It also asks about what motivates me to pursue research in my area, which is pretty easy. Thank you. And describing my experience in physics or related fields and how I've cultivated them. So, yeah, my lab experiences are pretty, like, you know, I don't know, they're not super strong. In the sense that, like, all I've got is I've built most of a power supply. I've used a lot of computer automated design tools, and I do some electrodynamics from time to time. It's not, it's nothing super impressive. But, however, because of the way it's phrased for another university I'm applying to, I'm actually able to go into the intricacies of all the stuff that I'm working on, because it asks about relevant research experience, primarily. So when you split it between a personal and academic statement, I find it much easier to expand on things. But it's kind of intimidating when you're given all the room in the world with no word requirement to write things. You know. Whew. Yeah. So right now I'm just kind of outlining all of the different things I need to do. I think my application for Chicago is pretty decent. I need to address a couple extra things, but this is a good outline. Wait, let me test if something still works. Hold on, it's only going to show for a moment. Okay, I need to change the color of that text. Uh-oh, there we go. Hold on. We will change it to... properties. Oh! Wait. Hold on, I'm gonna check this out. Check this out. This is my Be Right Back guy. And I'm gonna change the color. Oh. Okay, I guess that didn't work. Properties? Let me change your color! Please! Oh, wait, no? Filters. Wait, hold on. I got this. I actually haven't used OBS much before this, so if I... Color correction? I can... Oh. Oh, wait, color add? Can I do green? You click OK. Damn it. That's terrible. I can Hey, yo! Oh, wait. Select color. Huh! Huh! It works! So if I set it to, like... Set it to orange. I'm trying to figure out a good color to make it for this particular background. Problem is the background it's on is so vibrant. This is just the lo-fi girl room, by the way. It's literally not... Okay. Fuck it. Yeah, baby! There we go. Excellent. So that's done. That's just in case I need to, like, temporarily pop out. Also, the lo-fi that I'm using right now is, like, the stuff Riot Games puts out. But, like, I really need some more stuff to play on stream. So I might actually set up a tool, because I saw one of my favorite VTubers. She's got a tool up that just allows users to submit songs. So for streams like this, where the song isn't particularly, like, important for the vibe, the song will appear on Twitch, but it won't appear in the VOD. Which is it's very nice. I don't know how it does it. It might be because she multi-streams and only one of them gets the song. But worst case scenario, I can just do that. So yeah. There's one thing I'm gonna have a lot of trouble addressing. And that is that I took a test recently, right? For like physics. A physics specific test. I did not score well. It was bad. This is not a test that I now have the time to retake, so I have to think about why I did poorly and write about it. Because I submitted that score to this particular school, and that is a... Oh boy. Oh, I'm so cooked. That's okay. Actually, I am going to use the restroom. Oh, wait, before I use the restroom, what test? What you cooking on? Oh, physics. What was the unit? I gotta open my application. animation list. Right, there we go. If you know what unit it was. If motion. Like, are you like talking kinematics or is it like classical mechanics? Like, was it the basics like, x equals 1/2 acceleration times time squared plus velocity times time plus initial position? Classical, okay. So classical is like a time derivative of x is the, or not x, but time derivative of your vector is the velocity and other such. You know what? When I get back, if you want, you can run some questions by me. Because again, oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, but if you have any questions about that, you can actually ask me. Because I am graduating undergrad soon with a bachelor's in physics. So, you know, I hope I can help. If I can't, I'm so cooked. But yeah. I will be right back real quick though. Alright, alright. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Yeah. If you've thought of a question to ask, just, you know, let me know. And I will do my best to answer. Oh, I guess I should also get some of my friends in here if they're interested, huh? Because they don't have... The Discord that used to be linked to my Twitch is still around. I just gotta fix it up. Or make sure it's not garbage. So I should probably tell them I'm streaming, huh? Oh shit, I opened Chrome. You never want to open Chrome. Here we go. Let me get rid of that Chrome. Boom. Chrome is gone. Here, let me get it to like 3 of my friends. One of them likes to watch me while gaming. So let's just get a couple of them in here. Yeah. Alright. Locking in, for the most part. I gotta check the status on my Canadian applications. Yeah, because I don't know. I'm applying to universities kind of like across the world, I suppose, just because. I'm mostly applying to PhD programs because, you know, physics student. It's easier to get funding also if you apply to PhDs, but... So, yeah. Oh, hello! Oh my god, you're here! Ah. Yeah, this layout is not my usual layout. Oh, it is. I would have to adjust my gain, or I could just comparatively lower my desktop audio. Eh? Is the mixing on that better? Ah. I could probably... You know what? I'm gonna put it back up to where it was before. There we go. Alright. Hi! Welcome, welcome in. I know I invited you to the stream, but, you know, welcome! Oh, I do want to pick your brain on something, though. Because... That's better. Really? I just moved my mic closer to my face. That's crazy. So, couple things. Number one, I'm writing some grad applications now, and I hear it's a lot stronger if you include the stuff you do outside of physics in the... Yeah, I apologize. I've been, I want this $300 mic, but I haven't been saving for it. I'm picking up more hours in the lab, though, so I'll be able to afford it soon, for sure. It's like a binaural thing, too, so it's like both ears. You get to go, like, tap, 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 you know? Like an ASMR mic. That's gonna be super cool. Yeah. Just because I liked hearing those ASMR things that were like, oh, yeah, here's like this like setting, and it was like super immersive. Or like, do you remember Luigi's haircut that was on like a CD from like fucking 2008? Oh, peak. Holy peak. Yeah. No? Okay, this is just me. It was one of the first examples of binaural audio ever made, where they like move a razor around. Yeah. You should listen to it if I'll send it to you later. It's actually really interesting. I went down kind of a rabbit hole. No, but they were definitely playing into the fact that it was like a they referenced it at least once. But it was not Mario Brothers Luigi, no. But that's, yeah, it's really cool. I liked it a lot. There's also something called the Tucker Zone, I think, which is pretty cool. Basically, all of these are like immersive audio experiences. And then I heard another creator recently, and I really liked her work, and I was like, oh, I should try to do that too. That is that's just peak. I can't lie. It's just good stuff. Real immersive. So, yeah. And also my audio editing skills are decent, but that's beside the point. Did I told you about my like Foyer transform idea for Minecraft note blocks, right? Like I talked to you about that, or is that not something I ever mentioned? Okay. The only two limitations we could possibly be looking at for that are either there's not enough channels to reasonably approximate the audio. Oh yeah, that'll happen. I can't lie. It's because I'm streaming. So I have a shitty CPU from like a long ass time ago, and I am streaming in like an ultra wide resolution. You know? Yeah. I'm upgrading soon. I just haven't had the time to fully build it. But yeah, the delay is normal. 5-second delay. Okay, yeah, that's true. Twitch makes it 3 seconds usually. 5 is bad. 5 is no bueno. 3 seconds is like if you make a fuck up on Twitch, like if you end it right there, they won't bring it over. Yeah. So 3 seconds is built in. 5 is not good. Hey, Calvin, welcome back. Oh my god. Yeah, we I think your sense of time is screwed up. I mean, it's possible that it's possible no, because it couldn't be 3 because my internet's not that good, right? So I think you're right. I think you're right that it's 5. Anything under 10 is like acceptable. No, it's okay. Yeah, I also went to use the restroom. But yeah. Oh, also, if you know any, probably 5. Okay. More like 6. Yeah. That sounds about right. If you know any what is it? If you have any tips for like what to leave in a personal statement when applying to grad schools, that'd be very nice. Because I've been talking to a lot of people about it, and I'm seeing my like advisor tomorrow about it, right? But like I'm writing them right now, or at least at the very least outlining them for each university. Actually, if you want, I can send my outline over. Oh, you'd be the one asking for okay. Do you at least want to look over my outline? So I have 1 bad outline and 2 good outlines. Okay, yeah. I'll send those over to you real quick then. You wish you had the experience to do that? If you don't mind me asking, like, how much, like, how far are you through school, Calvin? Like, what's the You like high school, university? What's the... Anyway, hold on. Let me get you that, a new high school. Okay, okay. Gotcha. Hold on. Restricted. Anyone with a link. Copy link. Alright. This is for you to... Actually, hold on. Let me get you suggestion mode. Actually, so that you can make suggestions on my outline. Hold up. There you go. My bad. Apologies. Okay. Ah! Wait! You're already doing classical mechanics stuff, like, in the first year of high school? That's kind of crazy. Man, I wish. I wish I was, that on top of it. The only crazy stuff I could do was comp sci related. That's pretty nuts. Lemma. Are you doing... Oh, that's a good point. Are you doing stuff with like the Lagrangian and Hamiltonian? Yeah, pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, that's nuts. We didn't get to touch that. Even if we wanted to touch that, my high school didn't offer that. Okay? I don't know about Distoma. We live in different areas of a similar place. But like we'd be big deal back in middle school, yeah. Nah, my school was kind of like it was kind of tough. Cuz like it's not taught in high school anywhere, I would get. No, because, like, over in India, I have a friend who is, like, international from India. They teach electrodynamics in high school. It's like, holy. My God. It's crazy. Like, he showed me one of his exam questions. Yeah, Calc 3 and M. Just in high school. It's a straight up high school science. Definitely not because... Okay. See, one thing that I wish that schools did more of... Yeah, middle school... My middle school didn't allow me to apply for any classes that were higher than my grade level. It was kind of ass. Because, like, I was 2 points below the standardized test cutoff, and they were like, nah, you wouldn't be able to handle it, gang. And it was Algebra 1. I was literally wasting, like, 2 years in math just by, like, sitting there waiting. Oh, it was awful. Yeah. I think that, like, at least music was all self-taught. Yeah, programming is usually very self-taught. Music, I guess that depends on whether you're, like, classically trained and such, you know? For example, I did violin for a while, and the peak of my achievement was second violin in high school. Second chair, baby. I was never the GOAT, but I got pretty good. And now I'm washed. I can't lie. But all of my game dev stuff was completely self-taught. Interestingly enough, though, I think that it's good to pick up things that are self-taught, because they're the things you're most interested in, right? Like, it's kind of a shame that we don't usually encourage kids to, like, move forward with their curiosity. It's weird. It's weird. It's just straight up odd. Because you will, like, my professor was talking about this the other day, because he has a kid, right? And the school was, like, straight up told this kid, you can't do this thing, you know? As in, like, you are not going to be able to do well enough at this thing. And so he just started teaching his kid extra stuff, you know, to let him do the thing he wanted to do. And he was like, yeah, don't let an institution tell you that you can't learn a thing, because you can. You are capable of learning the thing. And I thought that was pretty inspiring. And it's something that I wish that I had been told long ago. I don't know. It's a bit ranty, but... yeah. Ah, you're looking over my Chicago application. Okay. Alright, I see you. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, this one is for Chicago, because if you look at the top, that's, it has a candidate statement. Although, I don't, you might, if you're, like, also applying to Chicago, several layers of interviews. Yeah, I figured, it's in my, list of reach schools, so I don't think I'm getting in. But if I do, it's pretty baller. I can't lie. The main reasons they're so hard to get into, especially for physics, is because they have all of Fermilab, right? And they've got their G2 experiment, which is pretty fucking famous. I can't even lie. And they've got some world-class talent as a result. So, you know. Well, Fermilab is, I think, another, like, collider. Basically, it's just smaller. And then the G2 experiment is the magnetic moment of a muon. And basically, the idea that as we approach the margin of error being off on the magnetic moment of a muon, right? The stronger the implication there... yeah. The closer we approach, the stronger the implication that there is new physics to be learned. Yeah. So basically, if G2 determines the magnetic moment of a muon is actually closer to another value, there's something we're missing. And that's big breakthrough territory. I'm actually not entirely certain what Fermilab's up to right now, though. But they're a big deal. Yeah. I wrote a paper for modern physics on the G2 experiment, so that's what I know the most about. I also know that G2 recently hit a record for like maintenance. The initiative question scares you. Yeah, well, I mean, I've only recently acquired initiative. I've only recently realized, oh, I can probably apply the things I've learned to the things that I'm doing. So, yeah. I've had some decent examples for... oh, by the way, this is just the outline, so none of this is actually, like, fully, like... reading something you wrote. Oh, no. Is that good or bad? I hope good. Yeah, I don't... okay, you say that, but, like, most of my achievements were literally recent. I recently finally published a game, right? I recently started picking up a bunch of projects and doing research, right? It's just like, back then I was so laser focused on, like, must complete school, but faster, you know? There's no real reason to, like... there's no real reason for me to have been that tunnel focused. Yeah. Because I used to be someone with like that was super toxically competitive. You know? Because competition is nice when it's all for good fun, right? But it still can be. It still can be, right? That's the thing you've got to realize. Like, you have a lot of like prerequisite physics knowledge now, so you can do shit like build a voice synthesizer in Minecraft, you know? Or like, you can honestly pretty much any sound design thing is open to you on the like advanced level as long as you're open to learning tools like Audacity, right? That feels like no. The sound design stuff is very physicsy. It's very physicsy. Because it's all acoustics, right? Some of it is programming because you have to export the waveforms. But that's about it. Otherwise, it's physics, baby! Yeah, I know, neither did I. I just started diving into it. Turns out, it's fucking fascinating. That shit is peak. Oh my god, I love acoustics. I've heard it's like signal processing, kind of. I don't know what they use Fourier, however you pronounce it, transforms. Yeah, I haven't taken any of that, so like if you would like to give me the Fourier. Yeah. If you would like to give me the rundown on signal processing or analysis. Long A. Fourier. Oh, also my little VTuber guy, I'm planning on updating him, soonish. Once the semester's done, little bro's gonna get an update. Yeah, okay, hell yeah. Oh. That's okay too, I suppose. Yeah. So, a lot of the places that I'm applying to are kind of difficult to get into. And I need to pick some places that aren't as difficult. Oh, hold on. Not how you actually look at the data. Oh, okay. So, wait. So you know mostly like the stuff behind the sending and receiving of signals? Yes? Actually, we covered some of that in Plasma. I can't lie. Apparently, it's relevant in Plasma too. Once you get to certain topics, like Aurora Borealis. That's Plasma. Sounds like I know the physics. It was hard. I didn't learn it properly. I memorized it and forgot it. It's super fascinating stuff. But shit was just tough. I can't lie. There's a lot of ways signals can be sent. What am I thinking of with Alvin waves? Alvin waves. Alvin. I can't say it. I'm gonna I'm gonna crash out. Dude, all these fucking physicists and mathematicians with these weird ass names. I'm crying. Alpha velocity. it's a plasma wave, driven by tension, or effective tension, sorry, on magnetic, not magnetic field, yeah, on magnetic field lines in a plasma. So it basically only applies to something like Aurora Borealis or astronomy stuff. The practical applications of this are pretty much entirely plasma. It's all plasma. I can't lie. I can't lie to you. Yeah, everything is... I mean, kinda. Not really. You get to a point. You get to a point where that's true. However, the properties of things that are bunched together are a little different. For my research position, did I not mention that? I'm pretty sure... Was that only in the other application I mentioned that? Oh, yeah. If you read bullet point 3, I did mention my research position. I mostly gained experience with working with specific gauges, circuitry, soldering, and writing simulations. Yeah, no, it's fine. That's fair. I do be streaming right now. It is easy to check out when watching someone stream. Yeah, my big initiative moment here was mostly that I got placed with the person that I'm working with because I specifically asked for more work. Because I didn't really feel like I was doing much. And now that I have been given more work, I still don't feel like I'm doing much. I can't lie. It's weird. It's very different than how it feels when I'm, like, doing schoolwork, where it's like, oh, that's one problem. I'm dead now. Right? At work, it's more like, oh, is that all there is for me to do today? You know? It just doesn't feel super challenging. Concrete ideas. Some of these are very specific. Like the first and second initiative one are pretty specific. So not tactile. What do you mean by, like, not tactile? Like, okay, let's compare. Which of these bullet points do you think is, like, the strongest bullet point? Like, of these three so far? Because I feel like it's gotta be the second. Yeah, I feel like the second one is it's my biggest show of initiative, mostly because I was like, wow, I'm so cooked. I guess I should just do things with my physics degree. And then I was like, oh, I should have been doing this earlier. You know? Yeah. I feel like I could mention the basic gist of what I'm doing rather than be that specific, right? Like, I could say that I'm using Fourier transforms and oh, I see what you mean. Okay, you want me to... That is a great point. That is an excellent point. In order to phrase it in a way that's like... Because to me, I've always felt like, cut out as much of the fluff as possible. Well, for me, I guess the initiative was I didn't really feel like I was doing much with the skills that I was learning, right? And I wanted to do something fun. So I started getting into Minecraft Redstone, which doesn't relate to physics at first, you would think, right? But, like, I got into Minecraft Redstone because I wanted to feel like, you know, the shit that I learned in, like, my Intro to Computer Engineering class and in, like, all of my other classes, including physics, had some sort of application that I could do anything with if I didn't go to grad school. You know what I'm saying? You know? Because I was pretty down. So I got into Minecraft Redstone, and I was like, oh, this shit slaps. And I started watching this guy named, like, Matt Batwings or something, right? And he, like, made computers in Redstone. And I was like, if you can make computers in Redstone, like, couldn't you make the IBM 7094 in Redstone? Because that was a machine I was already very interested in. Yeah. So then I just kind of started doing the theory crafting for that when I was in class. Because I was like, well, note blocks have a quantized duration and a quantized volume, right? And so if I take this quantized duration and quantized volume, and I have a pitch over the duration, that means that I can create, like, individual pitches. And I know that vocal synthesizers probably work by... No, it's not a mod. Yeah. So, the only thing that I'm allowing myself to modify is the tick rate. Mostly because the tick rate of Minecraft has a preset time where you can only reach at best about 20 hertz. And I think that human speech has got to be... Human speech. Yeah, it's between 80 and 255. Yeah. Required even? Yeah. So, I've got to be able to increase the tick rate. But after I increase the tick rate, then we're good. We're golden. It's a little bit cheaty because then it can't be built in vanilla unless you want to deal with fires rapidly spreading throughout the world and minecarts moving immediately, you know? But lots of redstone builds use increased tick rate. So it's not going to be a survival possible build. Oh no. Right. But it will be usable for funny builds like, the people who do the stuff where you have a computer in Minecraft will actually be able to use my system as a speaker, probably. If they so desire. If it even gets any traction. But I don't know. I was interested because, like, I looked into if anyone's done it. So one person has tried, but their approach to it was to change the note block's sounds with a resource pack. So no one's done it in vanilla. Oh, thank you. So it has never been done without modding the game, basically. So if it works, mine would be the first authentic vocal synth. I don't have emotes. I'm not affiliate yet. You can use emotes from other channels that you've subscribed to in the past or are currently subscribed to. And Twitch has basic emotes, yeah. I will say. Yeah, sorry. Oh. I feel like you're tired. That's valid. Do you have any exams coming up? Cuz mine are coming up soon. My first one is on Monday. So, yeah, I'm kind of fucking cooked. Not for the exam, just like in general. 3 final projects is crazy. Dude, you have a concert soon? Hell yeah. Okay, okay. The thing that really fucks me up, hold on, is that I put a different password for each and every grad application. And I see now that that is stupid. I mean, it's a good idea for security, but like, man, it takes me forever to actually log in. My God. My God. Music is you? Yeah. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. You're done. You're cooked. It's over. He's owned. He's over. Yeah, I have 1 account per application. That's how these work. Also, did you apply to your, I love cheap viewers. Guys, no, stop. Don't give in. Guys, don't do it. Yeah, did you apply to your programs yet? Because I thought you meant on Google. No. Feels bad. Yeah. So, because I need 3 letters of rec, and I've secured 3 letters of rec. It's just that my letters of rec are both from my lab, and I didn't ask any of my professors that have done coursework with me. Oh! Okay, so you're doing, are the master's deadlines really that different? Because I know that, U-Tokyo, which is where I'm applying for one of the 2 masters I want to apply for, is, December 31st, I think is their end date on the master's applications for foreign students. Right? So. Also, I can't lie. My Japanese is garbage. It's bad. It's terrible. I started learning like a half month ago. Maybe a month ago. You know? Like I picked up a textbook. I haven't done shit. I can't lie. It's not good. I know. Konnichiwa. Watashi no name wa Shro desu. That's all I got. Not really all I got, but, you know. Oh, I can also say, like, watashi no senko wa kagaku da. Yeah. Which I think means that I think that's, I major in science. Oh, that would be, wait. Watashi to do that. There you go. Yeah, yeah, I'm bright yellow, baby! Woo! We love that. We love that for me. Also, another big university I'm applying to. Haha! Yeah, that's right. I didn't submit my GRE scores to you. Oh, I'm so fucking cooked for every university I did that for. My favorite color is yellow. No way! I love yellow. It is the best color. Straight up. Every other color, not nearly as cool. Gotta say, though, it goes yellow, then... Yeah. Physics is not different. It's just that if your, like, GPA is weak or your research experience is weak, it helps make up for that. From everyone I've talked to, I apparently have a very, very strong research background relative to, like, other applicants. The problem is that every single physics student at our university is built fucking different, man. They're all on, like, 4 different research projects, and, like, they have, like, a 4.0. And it's like, holy shit. Oh my god. They're like neg diffing me. You know? And, like, yeah, I know. It's like, what the fuck? Like, this one classmate of mine, on top of building a telescope for the astronomy department, he's also fostered, yeah, well, the thing is, I am the imposter. Or at least, I was the imposter. I'm becoming, like, less imposter as time goes on, right? But, like, my god, this one guy, he, like, runs a game store, fosters dogs, helps out his family, you know? He's, like, he, like, travels and shit. He's building a telescope. He does, like, literally everything. And I'm like, holy shit, how do you do it? Oh! Yeah, so there's weighted GPA. Like, I graduated high school with a 4.75, I think? Maybe closer to 4.5. But it's basically, that is what is called weighted GPA. So, weighted GPA takes into account the rigor of the courses you take. For example, if you're taking a lot of AP courses, right? Or, like, all college courses, if you get a B, that class is worth 4, as opposed to a class that is not at the AP level or IB level, where it's then worth 3. So what is likely happening is that you are in either AP or college courses. So these are courses that count for college credit, and as such are considered to have higher rigor. And so your GPA cap is 5 instead of 4. Yeah, I really think I have I have thoughts on the education system. The cap 5.33? Who? Who? I need to know. I'm scared. I'm scared of whoever got 5. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, no, that makes sense. Okay. My bad. I thought you had a kid that was taking grad school courses. I thought it went up to 6 because they were in grad school courses. I was gonna say, oh god. Actually, there's someone like that in physics club at our university, Destoma. Yeah, he's majoring in I think 5 things. He's got like a 4.0, and I think he's already like he started here at this university at like 14 years old. I don't know. I don't fucking know how people do that. I tried to do that when I was a kid. I was like, hey, can I take more advanced courses, please? And they were like, no. No. He's currently like 19 now, right? But holy shit, I don't know, like, I don't know how you even get on the path to do that, right? Because it's like, if you try to do that, I don't know. Because I tried for so long to scrape my way up the ladder, and I finally did. I got into to college 2 years early. And you know what I have to show for it? Nothing. I went 2 years early. I'm still graduating at the same time. All I have is a bunch of random technical skills that I barely get to make use of again. Well, I think it's a mentality thing, right? Because I feel like you're just like, oh, I want to do this. And then instead of being anxious about it, you just do it. Right? Like, some people are like that. Like, I was talking to, oh shit, did my lo-fi stop? Oh, yeah, there we go. It did stop. Like, I was talking to one of the highest scoring students in my classes, right? And I was like, man, I feel like I might be depressed. And he was like, then go to a doctor. And I was like, oh, just immediately off rip. Okay. I didn't even know when you just got here, it was on. My playlist paused and I was like, oh shit. I was so immersed in conversation. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, well, no, see, the thing is, I think I finally understand what my deal was, you know? Now, I went from being a very smart guy to being a real dummy. I can't lie. My big brain era is over. Okay. Now we're just doing whatever the fuck we want to do. Which is the way it should be. You what do you mean? No, you don't understand. You don't understand, okay? I am maybe like a little smarter than average, okay? The insane once you reach university, you see some people that are fucking insane. Like all of my classmates are fucking nuts. It's crazy. And the ones that aren't nuts work like 4 times harder than me. And I'm like, holy shit. Oh my god. Like, it's but the thing is, talking to these people enriches your life a lot, right? You get better at the subject by socializing with these people. Oh, thank you. But you only really get on their level by talking to people that are, like, better than you at the subject, right? For example, if you're playing a fighting game and you watch a professional, that's going to be valuable to you because they're good at the thing. So if you discuss the subject with someone who's crazy cracked at the subject, yeah. So it'll be helpful. I still find it a little too intimidating to like ask to study with these people usually. And also I get very distracted, right? as you can probably tell by the fact that I do be streaming. But it is important to socialize with people around you that know a lot. Like, one of my classmates who is more experienced at comp sci than I am, and is like an amateur, like well, maybe not amateur. They're very good at linguistics, but that's not their degree, right? So one of my classmates who has a I feel that I'm not really procrastinating though. I'm just filling out paperwork. Study option thesis, nice. One of my classmates who does linguistics actually put me on to what exactly differentiates like different letters from each other and constructs words in order to help me do my project. I should probably credit him once the project is over for helping me out. Yeah, but he put me onto some important concepts I need to explore. Ugh. Yeah. Another one of my classmates put me onto some tips for writing your personal statement. So, like, it really is just, like, you talk to people for funsies, and then they just occasionally drop you super useful nuggets of information, you know? And sometimes that's all it takes to make certain things click. See, in my favorite class, I talk to everybody. I can't lie. I love everyone in my class. Oh, and also, to be fair, my bad, my sample size of super impressive people, right? The people I talk about that are super impressive are all the people in physics club. They're just physics club people. They're just crazy. They're wild with it, right? So maybe it's like a sample bias, right? Maybe I'm relatively impressive. I'm just the least impressive among very, very impressive people. You know? I don't know. I would not have a way of knowing. All I know is that among that population, that subgroup of human beings, I get diffed. I'm diffed. It's over. Yeah. Like, holy shit. But that's also, it's also important to be there for that reason, right? So, you know. Okay. I had some quantum projects that I wanted to do, but quantum didn't end up piquing my interest. So, if you want, I can see if any of them are actually, like, feasible. And I could, like, toss you one of my research questions, I guess. If you're looking for something to chew on. You know? That'd be cool. Yeah, I'll see if it's something that hasn't been done yet. And if it hasn't, yeah, it's yours. Ah, boo, nature. The only nature I like is the sea. Sailing is peak. Everything else can kick rocks. Boo, bugs and shit. Gross. I only fuck with fish. Yeah. I did actually used to like bugs a lot. Specifically ants. I would go out and study ants when I was like 4. I second that. Fuck mosquitoes. All my homies hate mosquitoes. I have to list potential advisors for every university. Every university is like, what professors do you want to work with? And I'm like, I'm lucky that I prepared for this exact question so that I don't have to pick a random one. Love the bees. Bees are actually kind of a vibe. I can't lie. No! No! I didn't list professors I was interested in. Oh, what have I done to myself? Oh, maybe it's because their faculty website is bad. Yeah, their faculty website is ass. Let me, please? Please? No, see. Allow me to tell you a story. My best friend. Wasp Nest. Oh no. Well, I mean, Guy is here now. So so he's probably you know, it was probably fun. Oh no. Oh god. What happened? Where is physics? Where did they put it? Bro, they just don't... Oh, there it is. Huh. Physics! Physics, my fucking... Thank you. Yeah, that's tough. My best friend was kind of the goat. We had a wasp nest in our house, and I said I'd pay him 20 bucks to get rid of it. And we were like 12, right? Oh, no. That's when you run. That's when you start hoofing it. Right? That's when you just go. Oh, when I was in elementary school, I think there were 2 murder hornets that were somehow, because I don't think they're native to our state. Hold up. Yeah. So there were 2 murder hornets, right? That were near our school somehow. And they would just chill in a nest that they made together and terrorize the children. Oh! Every time I'm in a room with another person, I'll get attacked by the mosquitoes instead. And I wondered why. Because it's not a blood type thing. It's like based on other factors. Turns out it's sweat. If you sweat more, right? Or if your sweat has more appealing chemicals in it, they'll just go to you. They'll flock to you. Because they smell the stuff in your sweat. Yeah. And I'm somebody who used to sweat a lot. And I think even now, I still get bitten by mosquitoes more often. But I sweat less, so it's... My grandpa was right... Is that what your grandfather said? Wild. Yeah, it is your sweat. That's true. Wait. They were all true. I went to school both ways up a hill. I walked uphill in the freezing snow with no shoes, okay? My legs were ripped off by lions. I had to crawl my way to school every single day, and I had to get new legs. Uphill both ways, mauled by lions, okay? Yeah, because I'm not a bitch. Authentic leg growth. Etc., yeah. Where are the faculty, please? Please. Just let me look at the faculty. Y'all are hilarious. Thank you. Calvin, by the time you graduate university, we'll both be unks. We're gonna be unks. It's true. I just doom all the time. Sometimes dooming is funny. It really depends. I will say, I hope that the situation for funding, if you live in the United States, I hope the situation for funding is much better by the time you get around to university. Because, for us, it's just ass. Like, it affects even the undergraduates, because I wasn't able to attend a conference, in my field. Because they didn't have the funding to take me anymore. And I was gonna go prior. 6-7? Back in my day, it was 7-8-9. my bad. my bad. I mean, in all fairness, it doesn't affect you as much besides driving up your tuition along with the rest of us, unless you're working in a lab. If you're working in a lab... Hold on. Medicine's a bit tough. Yeah. Complicated. It can be. Physics and astronomy. No. No. Say it ain't so. 7's gonna serve 20 years for eating 9. About to go to jail. Bro is cooked. So I have to pick an advisor? Yes. Supervisor. Okay, interesting. So not advisor, supervisor. So I'm going to want to select professors. And I'm going to want to select... Oh! Nah, I feel like I don't really get called funny that often. I can't lie. I think I'm just filled with energy. That is a really unfortunate last name. What? Okay, I thought that was one of our professors for a second. I was like, did they transfer? You got some good energy then. Thank you. I appreciate that. One line is super drawn out, like a suspension of disbelief. I guess. I don't know. I've never understood comedy. I can't lie. Comedy and I are... Oh no, my pants are actually unraveling. Hold on. Ah! Yeah, I cut that thread. Alright. Yeah, comedy and I do not get along. Oh. As they mature. Maybe. Maybe. Hey. Shro stand-up. Stand-up shramedy. Going to graduate shrool. Oh, actually, one piece of advice I will give you for your high school career, Calvin, right? Mostly because I wish I got this advice, is that you can just do things. You're just allowed to ball out. Like, if you reach out to, like, people in the area that you want to work with, right? You can actually start on projects immediately. Because, like, the worst someone can say is nuh-uh. You know? So, like, anything you want to do, you can start doing now. Right? Or you can ask about it and be like, hey, what do I need to know to do this? You know? Like, you like chemistry? You want some lab experience? You could try to get some. You could try. Right? And the same thing applies to social situations. If you want something from someone, you can just, like... You could just be like, hey, can you take me to, like, the racing event thing that you do? You know? Like, you could just do that. Although, with people, you have to try not to be as rude. You know what I'm saying? You can't be as blunt. But it really is just as simple as, like, ask them. Right? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. But it really is that simple. And it doesn't feel like it's that simple. It's very anxiety-inducing, but it really is. So, you know. Any opportunity you want, you can make it. The world is your oyster. Sometimes, though, you will be gated by money. If you are... I don't know, I was pretty broke as a kid. You know, I can't lie. There are some things that I just couldn't do. I would... Younger me, if I could speak to you. Yeah, applying for something, or, like, applying yourself to something will never make people mad at you. Okay, I will say, if you want to prevent yourself from being called, like, a try-hard sweat, you know, you should try to socialize, right? If you're a really personable guy, people will be like, oh, wow, this person is so talented and cool, right? It's why a lot of people that talk to me in physics get the impression that I am good at the subject, when I'm actually kind of ass. I just have I have a lot of charisma, unfortunately, but also fortunately. Yeah. So, you know. Why can't you tell me what the research you do is? This website is ass. No! Yeah, that's true. Back in high school, though, people just kind of called me, like... You can steal answers from... Okay, see, the thing is, you don't need to steal answers if you, like, you can... Okay. The best way to go about this is you can kind of lean into it. But instead of giving them the answers, you can help them get the answers in a way that they can understand. You know what I'm saying? Right? I mean, I guess you could just give the answers away, but that's no fun. That's not... Because then, like, sometimes when you do that, you'll then be able to have an interesting conversation about the subject, you know? Because something will click for them, and then they'll ask you a question that you're like, I did not consider that before. And then you both get to, yeah, you both get to take something away from that conversation. It's kind of interesting. If you talk about one thing for long enough, Um, that's tough. I don't usually run into those people. I have one friend who's like that, but the way he says it is, this is like, okay, well, that's fair. Is that true? Are people really like that? I've never met someone who's like, who doesn't want to know like how something works. It's just that like one of my friends does poli-sci, and he doesn't need to know all the math stuff, and he'll sometimes contact me for data analysis, right? Yeah, you could do that. I actually don't have any advice there because I've never been in that situation. Oh, I will say, sometimes, right, if the reason why the person does not want the explanation is because they want to be able to figure it out themselves, right? But they still need the work done, then it's pretty valid. Or alternatively, if the explanation will take too much time, but they're down to learn it later, it's still valid. So there are some cases where it might be fine. You know what I'm saying? Right? Comparing notes on homework problems, A-okay, right? I mean, the only one who can judge that is you. I can't lie. Or I guess whatever rules you're bound to as well in your school. For example, there's so many things you have to learn. I don't think you ever really stop learning things. I think it's I think that's a myth. You're never fully done. You're never fully like you never pop out of the oven. You're always cooking. I feel like sometimes giving them the answer can be really nice if it's for like your portion of a project, right? Like I work with a particular artist when I make games. Very talented person, right? But the art is their portion of the project. The programming is my portion of the project. And while we're both amateurs at each other's specialty, right? We're both down to learn from each other later. Yeah. However, the main focus is to make a game that's complete. And it just so happens that I am better at programming and they are better at art. And that's the way it shakes out. You know? It's like when a physicist goes to a mathematician and says, "Hey, I have this weird integral. Well, okay. Drawing your own art is very good. It's a very good skill. It's kind of... I regret not doing it more. I sucked at the beginning. I still kind of suck. I've made some decent art. It depends. It varies. Yeah. Really? Okay. I've shown you my pixel art. It's not like... I would consider it to be like... Okay, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. It's at the acceptable level for like a super small indie dev. But someone with my amount of experience in like programming games should be better at art by now. And that's just true. I just got very lucky in the sense that I got to work with a lot of people that were very artistically inclined. Honestly, if you do a lot of art, you could probably find a good social media outlet to post it on. I hate Twitter. That place is kind of a shithole. I only repost random stuff that my girlfriend will look at later and go, "Oh, funny." Haha. You know? But I don't know where else you would... Yeah. I don't know where else you would post art, though. Oh! Blue Sky is good. I like Blue Sky, but the problem is that it's like... I don't know. People are weirder on Blue Sky. I feel like Twitter is the safer platform, but Blue Sky is probably better for posting art. I can't lie. Okay, so like Blue Sky is like a very primitive Twitter, right? Meaning that if someone is a total fucking schizoid weirdo, yeah, but like there are more protections in place for you on Twitter, I think, than Blue Sky. I would wager. Just by the nature of Blue Sky being decentralized a little, you know. Oh boy. Okay, time to look at different professors. Oh, also, Destoma, did you know that one of our professors at our university, one of my favorite professors, is a student of a student of what was it? Of Feynman? It's crazy. Shit is nuts. Like, she was taught by one of the, like, Feynman rarely took grad students, I think. If I'm not mistaking him for someone else, right? He rarely took grad students. And then he took one, and then her advisor was the grad student that, like, one of the grad students that he took, right? And so it's just kind of interesting. It's a cool chain, you know? And then you kind of realize that you're taught by a bunch of people that were taught by all these crazy cracked out people, you know? Can't lie though. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I've read about Feynman. I didn't read his book. But as far as I can tell, he's a real, like, he's kind of a stickler, you know, in the sense that he was very, like, hard on people. He was kind of a hard ass. But I can respect it. I can respect the way in which he was a hard ass. I can't lie. I would need someone to be that for me, you know? I need someone to be like, you're just not trying hard enough, little bro. Just lock in. Lock the fuck in. In what way? Because you're kind of right. Like, you're not wrong. Guy was eccentric, but I'm kind of scared. I can't lie. Every professor I've been looking at, their description is like, yeah, you know, spent like 350 years at MIT. Oh, okay, no, I think that's funny. He's for sure embellishing. He's for sure embellishing a little bit. Bro's milking it a little. I respect it though. It's funny. Okay, wait. No, that one is just based. Maybe it's because I like learning stuff like that, but that one's kind of based. I guess when you're working as a waitress, though, you're not there to learn physics. You're there to do your job. But like, I think that's kind of based. That one's cool. No, but I'm actually low-key a little scared, because every professor whose description I read is like, yeah, you know, I only graduated top of my class, you know, at fucking Caltech. And you're like, ah. I mean, if you send me the video, I'll watch it later. I like to watch things like that before I go to bed. It's 3 hours long. How long do you think it takes me to get to bed? You're making some bold assumptions, thinking I take longer, or not longer, shorter than 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I don't think you understand just how fucking cooked I am. Just how fucking flambéed. Just how fried I am. Oh, Calvin, if you're still listening, make sure you get sleep. Alright? Wait, does he only have ghostwriters? Or do you mean like a textbook? Wow, holy shit. Wait, but like books. Okay, cuz I was like I'm sure he's got a textbook. Cuz he literally pioneered quantum electro, right? Or sorry, was it electro or chromo? Or was it both? Both? Okay. Yeah, so Guy definitely has a textbook, but yeah, I guess well, yeah, that's why I was wondering, because it like if it was electro, it's not like he didn't like it's not necessary like if I if I discover a topic in physics, other physicists can build on my topic, right? They can hop on that bandwagon. So it's possible that he could have created electro, whereas someone else creates chromo. You know? Like, that was my thought process. You know, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this guy does. I don't, okay, this guy's vibe is creeping me the fuck out. I don't want him as my advisor. I don't know if he does good research. It's just giving me the ick. I don't like it. I don't like him. Like, one of the professors, right, who is an astronomer, like an astrophysicist, I'm looking through his personal website, and it's just making me mad. Oh, no, you're good. You're fine. What is it about him? Just the way, like, the stuff that he posts about, and the way that he speaks about his, like, achievements and physics in general, just gives me, like, it irks me. God tier voice acting. It is I, the voice actor. I am going to act. Oh no! Yeah. Oh! Shit! Speaking of voice acting, for a little bit, so like, my girlfriend worked for a company that worked with VTubers. And she got to be like a VTuber for a little bit. It was actually kind of cool. She doesn't tell me much about it because contracts, but it's pretty metal. It's pretty good. I can't lie. Yeah. Trust me, if she was piloting the little bongo cat, okay, there would be 30 trillion viewers. Trust, trust, trust. Okay. Let's check the next physicist here. Let's see if he has got good vibes. Okay. He does have good vibes, but I am profoundly uninterested in his research. I'm so sorry, my guy. Best of luck to you, but I'm not interested. Oh my god, you're ancient. Now that's what I'm talking about, baby! Let's go! Holy shit, found my first potential advisor! Woo-woo-woo! Oh! Oh! Okay. It's that kind of video. No, I completely believe it. Most of the greatest physicists of all time, right? Like, they're really inspiring, and their work is good. It's just kind of like what the public chose to latch onto. Like, in my mind, my two favorite physicists have got to be Isaac Newton, mostly because Newton was an aristocrat dedicated to the grind set and had absolutely nothing else to worry about. Okay, when it comes to any skill that you're not good at from the jump, generally it's a good idea if you enjoy the thing to just do it anyway, right? For example, a lot of I mean, yeah, pretty much what Distoma said. I can't lie. Now I will say, sometimes there are things that you get good out of, out of necessity, right? For example, I don't exactly have a passion for personal finance, right? But like, my estimated credit score is ridiculous high. You know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. I hate finance. I hate money. I hate money so much. God, I hate money. No, I mean you're right. There are two ways. Okay. Yeah. I gotta focus on strong gravity, Faraday rotation, astrophysical plasmas. Perfect. Muy excelente. Oh, Caltech. 2004 Caltech. Oh. You taught at Harvard? Oh. Distoma, I'm so fried. Like, bro, I can't lie. Every professor I see cracked out their minds. Oh. Oh, I've got such a long road ahead. Oh, my soul, I can feel it. I can feel it crumbling to dust. That's true. Except you're less cooked than I am. I know that for a fact. Like I let myself go in terms of my physics ability. I can't lie. Like you're on top of things. Me though, I'm less on top of things. Yeah. So I feel like I don't know. I feel like I've got more climb to climb. Both our roads are long, except my road also has little spiky rocks. But both of them have the giant mountainous. Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess we are in the same boat then. Holy. Golly. Yeah, we both got spiky rock. Damn. Shit. Are you guys using Qiskit, by the way? Or are you, like... Because IBM, I'm pretty sure Qiskit is, like, the premier thing. Like, it's the thing. Right? Or am I, like... Okay, well... You can probably do that. My final is worth 100% of the grade for my methods of theoretical physics class. So... Also, I'm gonna feel really embarrassed if people from... Oh, really? What's the... Ah, okay. Yeah, it's worth 100... No, I like it. I did shit on all the homeworks. This is great. This is great for me. Nothing better. I'm gonna feel kind of embarrassed, though, if people from the physics club find my stream and they see me glazing them so hard. That's crazy. I'm gonna cry. 406, not 409. It's the special topics one. By the way, it's more rigorous in material than any of my other courses, even at a higher level. I can't lie. I love this professor. What? Award? There's an award? What? What's the award? Okay. Oh. No. That's tragic. Wait, are these guys married? Are these guys married professors at the same university? No. No relation. It's always crazy when you see two professors in the same university that are just dead ass married. I already know this guy does plasma. No, really? Wow. This seems like a guy you would be interested in working with if, like, if you weren't a quantum guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were a pure physics guy, I feel like you could get behind this guy that I'm looking at right now. I don't know if he's my cup of tea, but... Let's see. Yeah, not really my kind of research, but... I'll actually send his profile over to you just so that you can see what he's into. Yeah, he's not a quantum guy, but I feel like if you weren't like a quantum guy, you'd probably enjoy his stuff. Just a gut feeling, though. I don't know if that's actually true. Assistant. Ah, why, hello, random Fuck! I don't want to work with you. Also, one of the... Oh, wait. The way you said that scared me. My bad. That makes sense. I'll send you one of the professors that I'm looking at working with. Because this is insane work. This person is just crazy impressive. I'm so sad. All these professors are just, like, cracked the fuck out their minds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm worried for my future. Help me. Okay. Let's see what this guy's got. Isn't it kind of scary that one day, if we do end up being professors, our students are likely going to look at us the same way? They're going to be like, damn, this bitch has cracked the fuck out their mind. How am I ever going to do this? You know? Holy. It's kind of nuts. It's all material science! I hate material science. All my boys hate material science. Fuck material science. Raise your hand if you like material science. Nobody? Okay. Well, I mean, okay. If you think about it this way, right? Like, if you don't feel like you're succeeding supernaturally, you know? And you feel like you've put in the effort to get to where you have gotten, I'd say you can feel like you earned it, you know? If you, like, actually applied yourself. You know? And if you didn't apply yourself and you're still there, if you applied yourself doing other things while getting there, you still earned it. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as you didn't waste time. It's all condensed matter. Canada, why? Why? Wait, I've heard this name before. Holy shit. Wait. Oh my god. My astronomy instructor's professor. That's this guy. That's this dude. This guy right here. What the fuck? Old ass man, by the way. Just kidding. He's like a little old. That's crazy. What you got? What does he got cooking? Ah! He's down to accept grad students. What other studies does he have? It's a lot of... I mean, maybe as like an option. Purely because I've seen his work before and I like it. Alright, what do you got? What do you got cooking? If, honestly, if these professors don't start cooking on their research interests, I don't know if I'm going to apply to this one. I might, but I don't know if I can. Please. Please. Oh. Did you cook? Oh my god. Sheesh. Okay. Okay, no, I see you. Kinda cooking. Semiconductor. Okay. Okay, no, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Alright, fine. You deserve a spot in the list of people that cooked. Did you cook? No. You are medical physics. You're not cooking. You're not. Bro is not cooking. No disrespect to medical physicists, but mad disrespect. No. Another medical physicist. What the fuck? Dude, Canada's just where it's at for med people, apparently. God damn. If you like medicine, you love Canada. I guess everywhere. So, like, they develop, like, techniques or technologies to do certain things. For example, if you have a hernia, one thing that happens is you have a mesh that's put inside of your body to prevent your, like, insides from becoming less insides, you know? Right? And so there are material properties that mesh has to have. For example, you have to make sure that it has, it's not interfering with any other part of the body. So when the mesh distributes force across the area where it's placed, you want to make sure that it doesn't cause pain, you know, that it feels relatively normal, right? And the body also has kinematics, right? So, like, whenever you move your fingers and you're applying force, you're actually applying, like, tension force, right? Basically, the little muscle parts of your muscle, the stringy parts, are experiencing tension, and your flesh has material properties, right? You get to know when flesh burns. So some of the research here has to do with the way that electricity works in the brain, right? So there are, like, and, like, people that work with X-rays, or used to work with X-rays back when it was new, right? They were medical physicists. It's true. So, you know, there's a lot of room for physics in medicine. It's just that you never think about it, because shit's weird. I found a professor that you'd want to work with, not one that I'd want to work with. Here you go, by the way. That's for you. It's so Schrover. It's so Schrover, man. Fuck. Oh. Oh. Yes! Yes! Are you taking grad students? Please. 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 You made the list. Congratulations, buddy. Oh my god, you cooked. God damn. Holy. Oh. Nah. Take a look at this guy. This guy fucking cooked. This guy's on some peak shit. This guy's on peak shit. If I go to this university, I'm gonna become an astrophysicist, which is kind of like, it's kind of lame. I don't know. Like, imagine walking in the room and you're like, yeah, I do astrophysics, and everyone's like, oh, so you like look at plasma in space, and you're like, yeah, and they're like, damn. So you don't make things explode, and then you feel sad. I like astrophysics, though. My grandmother originally wanted to be an astrophysicist before switching to nursing. So, and my grandfather originally wanted to be a historian before. Wait, is he? Wait, I didn't see that part. What the fuck? Where? Where'd you see that? I missed that. Oh, the one I just sent you? Sorry. I thought you were talking about the quantum one. Or are you talking about the quantum one? Which of the two professors are you talking about? Are you talking about the quantum computing guy, or the newest one? Okay, yeah, no. That's definitely, yeah, that's why I'm interested. It's tangentially related to unification. It's great. I actually do like the second one, the physical properties of black holes. It like I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need to work with this guy. I've never needed to work with anyone more. Oh. Holy peak. You know what I'm saying? Holy peak. My god. Close multiple tabs to the right. Gremlin? I'm not a gremlin. Wait, Dystoma, do I count as a physics gremlin? Is that my aesthetic? Is that what's happening here? Am I cooked? I mean, yeah, he's just right. So, like, if you're like a gremlin, you're like super chaotic, and you have short person energy, and like imagine a goblin. Am I like goblin but for physics? Have you never seen the movie, like, what is it? I'm pretty sure Gremlins is a movie. Am I fucking Gremlins? Yeah. Have you ever seen Gremlins? The 1984. Okay. Okay, listen. Listen, buddy. Okay? Okay. Listen. Just because, right? I be up late streaming talking about making a vocal synthesizer in Minecraft, right? or putting a speedrun timer over studying for my final does not make me a gremlin. All right? There's no chaos. It's all order. Although more people tend to stick around for the study streams than the just the character vibe. Oh, that's fair. More people I think tend to. Oh shit! What the fuck? Whoa! I didn't know I could see those stats. Wow. Wait, that's really fucking cool. What else can I see? Oh, I can see that too. Wow. Huh. That's fair. There are people in physics in our university that I would qualify as gremlins, despite their goatedness. I can't lie. I can't lie. One of these professors is like nice and all. It's just that like they're not the shit, you know what I'm saying? They're not like you ever see a professor where you're like, yeah, I mean, I like working with them would be fine. It's just they're not like the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? You're not like super excited about it. So you know you shouldn't want to work with them, but like they seem okay. You know? Yeah, no. Not you. Yeah, they're kind of in the middle of everything where it's like they're okay. It'd be fun to take classes with them, but you know, I don't see myself doing what they do forever. It's a lot like Plasma, where like I like my current job in Plasma. It's just that like I can't see myself doing Plasma forever. You know? Like it's fun and it's temporarily fulfilling. It's like the situationship of interests. Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. No, I can already tell this guy is not my vibe for research. Just based on the interests stated. Oh! Whoa. Wait, are you also applying for this university? Because if not, you should consider it. For a PhD, even, actually. I know it's a little late to, like, finish submissions, and you only are doing it this late if you're me. But, like, you've got a pretty... I think you've got a pretty premium shot here, if you apply. Like, I can't lie. Like, just think about it. Because I low-key think you could cook here. I think this would be a good place to apply for you. Just to see if you can get funding and stuff. Right? Like, the only harm is a shot in the dark to your wallet. You know? And, I don't know. I mean, I'd consider it if I was you. Yeah. I would suggest, you know, just taking a look at that. Yeah. Oh. Eye surgery physics? Oh, yeah, no, it's... Literally, I have no problem... Like, if I see a professor that it would be, like... that would fit one of my friend's research interests, I'll just tell them, right? Because since I'm already doing the work of sorting through professors, you know, I may as well be like, hey, this suits your interests. I would recommend trying it. Because you've got a pretty good shot at it based on your interests. Do I need 3? Up to 3? I don't need 3. I only really have 2 that I want to work with. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm looking through fields right now. I'm not really interested. Subatomic physics theoretical? No. Oh yeah, if I'm just distracting, like if it's distracting, yeah, that's fair. You're always welcome to stop by if you see me streaming, by the way. That's totally cool. I actually should also probably... Oh, well, that's good. That's fair. I should probably end the stream in a bit, too, so that way, if I need to call some friends of mine to take a look at what I've got. Yeah, well, okay. That's fair. So after this, I'm probably going to lock in a little harder. I just needed this while I looked over the boring stuff, you know? Because that way I have people to talk to while I'm, like, looking through the brain-melting, like, can you fill in this information, this information, this information, this information, this information, and this information, please? It's like, man. And then... Okay. Well... Where can I find my professional background, maybe? Oh, ooh. Okay. Alright, good night. See ya. I like how you actually use my little face. That's awesome. XWO. Let's go. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Now that my outlining... Actually, let me see where the personal statement is. Other information, maybe? I gotta find where the fuck this is. Anyway, while I search for stuff like that, and I, like, chill, I'll watch that video you sent me, and... Let's see, how long have we streamed today? This is a decently sized stream. I think it's fine to end it off here. Especially since all we're doing is really just chilling while writing. I appreciate you guys popping out here for like a chill stream, you know? Even though there's nothing super exciting going on, no challenge or anything. Yeah. I guess I'll catch y'all later. And Calvin, I will let you know when I have that updated community Discord server link. Because I do gotta clear it out and like make sure it has the new community features and stuff. And then you should be able to join it. And it turns out my first ever follower is in there as well. Still. They're from a different time zone, so they never catch my streams, but alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.